each other and all for one. The three brave amigos are we. Brother to brother and everyone, a brave amigo. Wherever they need us.
Welcome back to this already, the final segment of today's Parts of Business. I love that song. I love to go on a little longer than I probably should, but I just enjoy it. Today, sitting in for Sigmund Kramer, we've got Marshall Lambeth. And, of course, we have Dan Shedd, intern extraordinaire. And I'm your host, Kevin Price. And Dan's job is to go out and find interesting, relevant, humorous, sometimes irreverent stories about what's happening out there. And today, it sounds like you might have a couple of good ones. How are you doing, Dan, and what do you got for us?
I'm doing great, Kevin, and I have two really interesting stories. The first one is a woman who couldn't find true love. Well, she decided to marry herself.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, if that was you. I noticed you quickly volunteered to make sure no one got that confusion.
Nope, wasn't me.
So, tell us a little bit about this, Dan.
A Houston woman named Yasmin Ellaby married herself at the Houston Museum of African American Culture on January 3rd in a lavish ceremony with 10 bridesmaids as well as family and other guests to celebrate the event.
10? That's
10.
Amazing.
I want to know, the conflict of interest her lawyer's going to have when she divorces herself. How do they handle that kind of thing? Fascinating story. And I don't know. I wonder if it's like a form of protest of how sad we become as a culture when it comes to trying to put together lasting marriages.
I'm flabbergasted at this. I can't get over the 10 bridesmaids.
Yeah, the 10 bridesmaids. And
what was the point? I mean, what are you're not sharing any kind of like insurance or tax break. What?
Oh, I see. Marsha sees it entirely from an economic context. Aren't you romantic? No wonder why you're not married.
Well, this is a business network,
Yeah, does it explain what motivated her to do this besides some publicity on this program and Huffington Post and wherever they feed weird news?
Well, the woman just said that, she couldn't find true love at age 40, so why not, just marry herself? And, that's basically the whole reason behind this thing.
That's all you got, right? I mean, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
How do you, they allow that?
It's probably just a ceremony. I don't think they gave her a license.
So she just wanted the dress and the cake.
Right.
Okay. I get.
I sincerely doubt she got a license. Yeah, you ask interesting questions sometimes. Sometimes, Marsha, you worry me. It's like,
I don't know.
Did you go to the Dan Shedd School of Journalism?
Maybe. Yeah.
All right, what else you got for us, Dan?
I may want a cake and a dress. I don't know.
Everyone wants a cake and a dress. I want a cake and a dress. I don't want to be wearing a dress.
I want to be one of your bridesmaids when you do that, Kevin.
There you go. So tell me what was the other story?
Well, do y'all remember the guy who made headlines in 2010 for trying to run for governor in New York as a part of the Rent is Too Damn High party?
I think he actually ran for mayor of New York. Did he run for governor too? Maybe. He's a perennial candidate now.
Well, that guy is facing eviction.
He should move in with a lady that just married herself.
Yeah, absolutely.
We could hook them up.
What's interesting, so, this guy's been so busy running for office about rent being too high, he couldn't muster up his own money to pay it. It's kind of ironic, don't you think?
I do find it ironic.
The irony of it all. Well, that's interesting. Does it say what he's going to do?
Well, he did file papers in federal court in Brooklyn seeking a stay of the eviction notice. And his attorney is doing the same thing as well with the appeals court. But the landlord, McMillan's landlord, wants him to charge market rent to someone else.
Yeah. I'm thinking, if I was him, I'd consider doing a crowdfunding project. But the problem is, anyone who would support him are too busy about to lose wherever they're living because their rent's too high.
Exactly.
I mean, he doesn't exactly have a prosperous constituency to get this job done. So that story was just depressing. Actually, I think, Marcia, both of those stories were pretty depressing.
They are sad. That's a sad and sorry state of affairs.
So help us understand, Dan, the humor factor that apparently Marcia and I both missed entirely.
I'm still picturing you, Kevin, in a dress with the cake. That's cracking me up, right?
Yeah. I said I wanted a dress. I didn't say I was going to wear it. I just wanted it. So, Dan, where did you see the humor?
Dan, where's the funny?
Well, I just thought it was funny that, first of all, the guy that was complaining about the rent being too damn high, well, he can't even pay his own rent, so that's funny, in my opinion. And as far as
it's all about the irony.
All about the irony. I guess, there is humor and irony, no question about it. I actually like both stories. I saw the images of the woman, and by the way, you can see links to both of these articles right now at priceofbusiness.com. That's priceofbusiness.com. But and I encourage you to check them out. But I found them both to be definitely humorous, and only because of the irony. But they are both sad testimonies of our state of affairs. Don't you both think?
Yeah, I think we need to find somebody for the woman who got married to herself. We need to get her hooked up. You should have her on. Right. She's from Houston. You should have her on.
Now you're advocating polygamy on my show. I appreciate that, Marshall.
Is it polygamy if she's married to herself?
Yeah, she's married to herself, and then she marries another person. So, now, all of a sudden, it's gotten very crowded.
I think it's crowded in her head already.
Yeah, that's possible. Very possible. Yeah, I saw the images. Kind of creepy. All right. Make sure you check out those articles. Dan Shedd, thanks so much. Marshall Lambeth, thank you. I hope the listener has a fantastic rest of his or her day, and I hope they spend it wisely right here on this station. Do want to remind you, best content here can be found over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. And this is The Price of Business.